Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with a Beth Israel rabbi. Unfortunately and tragically, it has happened again. While we were sitting in services here at Beth Israel, and while I was actually speaking about a reaction to the attacks on synagogues in the United States this past year as being our drive and need for holiness and reclaiming sacred space and sacred time and sacred memories, there was an attack on a synagogue in Germany. An individual attempted to break through the doors and through the security of a synagogue in order to kill Jews on Yom Kipper. Thank God he failed in his attempt. However, he did tragically kill 2 people who were outside the synagogue. How horrible. And it makes it even worse, the fact that this happened in Germany, a reminder of the fact that there is still anti-Semitism and anti-Semites in Germany. Years, decades after the Shoah, we are still dealing with this horrible problem. This Shabbat, we read Parshat Ha'azinu. And in this Torah portion, Moses is giving his final words to the Jewish people. And we have a rare example of poetry. And in this poem, Moshe refers to God as a tzur, as a rock. Ibn Ezra explains that Moshe refers to God as a tzur, as a reminder of the fact that God is the only permanent existence in this world. And in fact, on Sunday night, we begin the holiday of Sukkot. On the holiday of Sukkot, we are commanded to reside within temporary dwellings. And in fact, there is a foreshadowing of the Sukkah. On Yom Kippur at Mincha, we read a very special haftarah of the book of Jonah. And in the end of the book of Jonah, Jonah is hot, the sun is beating down on him, and so God provides a sukkah over his head. But then a worm comes and eats that sukkah away from him. And Jonah is reminded of our temporality in this world, and the fact that nothing is easy, and in the fact that we are dependent on other things and other people. That, of course, is a foreshadowing of the fact that this coming Sunday, we are going to reside in a sukkah. And one of the primary mitzvot related to the sukkah is eating in the sukkah. We as human beings need food. And when we don't have food, we are reminded of our vulnerability in this world. And so not only is the temporality of the building of the sukkah remind us of our vulnerability, but the fact that we are to eat in the sukkah as well. This coming Shabbat and this coming Sukkot, let us remember that our only tzur, our only rock, our only permanent existence in this world is God, that we need to connect to God for our spiritual sake, and remember that we do face challenges. We face anti-Semitism, we face anti-Semites, and yet, as I spoke about in the high holidays, we must remain strong in our drive for holiness, in our drive for sanctity, in terms of time, in terms of space, and in terms of memory. And let us cherish all that we have in this world, our family, our friends, and even the food that Tzur Yisrael, that the Rock of Israel, has bestowed upon us. I also want to make a special mentioning of the Sukkot programs that are going to be happening over the next week and a half here at Beth Israel. On Monday, we're going to have a wonderful program for young families and children of a make-your-own pizza and a young family service, a children's and family service that I will be leading on Monday morning. And then on Friday night, we have a multi-generational Friday night dinner in the Sukkah. And on Saturday night of next week, we have a Havdalah program of in the Sukkah with music and wonderful food. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.